Yesterday, we talked about DEM, direct email marketing, which, by the way, direct email marketing is just the email version of direct marketing. You could be sending postcards, doing phone calls, it's all direct marketing. But direct email marketing is the most popular and it's the simplest to do just because emails are so easy to get and to work with. But we talked about yesterday why it was so effective, but also why it's underutilized. People just they're afraid for that direct feedback from people. And it's because of that, it's a wide open field. And I'm not saying nobody's doing it, obviously people are, but it's a great opportunity for you to capitalize. And today I want to talk about the three reasons why I believe direct marketing is the single most important form of marketing. Now, I believe, as you know, you've heard me talk before about having multiple spokes in the voiceover marketing wheel. But if somebody said, Bill, you can only have one way to market yourself from here on out, in a heartbeat, I would choose direct marketing and it wouldn't even be close. We're going to talk about why, three reasons why today. First of all, I want to say thanks. Man, the live stream is rocking this morning. Man, it just keeps scrolling forward. Lots of folks checking in. Thanks for being here. I so appreciate it. Take a moment, if you would, just let me know where you're watching or listening from this morning, and we'll do some shout outs here in just a couple of minutes. And I hope you're off to a good start today. I just need a good stretch. Okay. Because it's not like I'm not up hours before this. I get up just in time to get up and get down here, get my coffee, and get things rolling. So still kind of trying to scrape the cobwebs out there and get things loosened up and warmed up and get the caffeine flowing here this morning. It's going to be a good day. I'm excited to talk to you this morning about direct marketing because there are three keys to this, three reasons that make it so powerful. And if you understand this, I think you'll agree with me. Number one is this: it provides you with diversity. You want, when it comes to marketing, you want as many different sources of income as you can create. Of course, as one person, you can only do so much. But if you're doing all your work through an online platform, I don't care if it's pay to play or freelance or whatever the case is, if you're only working or with one client, then if that platform goes out of business or changes their software algorithm, or that one client you're working with decides to hire somebody else and not use you, or they just go out of business, then you're out of luck. You've got to start over from ground zero. But the more channels you have, the more sources of voiceover work, the more secure your business is for the long haul. And that's what you want. You don't want to lay awake at night worrying about how you're going to pay the mortgage or the car payment, this month. You want to know that you've got a nice collection of businesses, of clients, a book of business that's going to be there. And if one person disappears, one business goes out, somebody quits using you and they start using somebody else, which happens all the time. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. You're not out of luck. As a matter of fact, it's barely a blip on your radar. And when you're collecting individual clients like that, it's like, you hear people talk about, if you're going to invest and you don't have a lot of experience, especially, you want to start with like a mutual fund or an exchange traded fund, because it's a basket full of good companies, so that, some will do better than others at certain times. Some businesses sometimes will fail and their stocks will plummet. Some will skyrocket. But if you're not betting on one horse to win that race, and you've got a bunch in there, then you've diversified your risk and you've ensured yourself growth over the long haul. And that's what direct marketing allows you to do. That's number one. Number two, it allows you the power to communicate directly with clients. Some platforms don't allow you to do that. They are a go-between, and they don't want you talking to your clients because they need to get their share, and they deserve their share. I'm not saying that they don't, but it makes it difficult to build long-lasting relationships with clients, because one of the keys to success in voiceover is to keep clients. You want to get clients, that's step one, that's good, but step two is keeping clients to ensure that revenue, that income continues to come your way. And the only way to ensure that happens is by having a communication plan with your clients and with your prospects. And when you direct marketing, there is no middleman or woman in between you and your final client. It's you can communicate as often in any way that you see appropriate. That's number two. Number three is it allows you, because of, closely related to number two, because of the communication, it allows you to develop a relationship. Voiceover can be a very transactional business. What I mean by that is people, they post auditions, they go back, they listen to the one they like the best, they hire that person, and then they go back and they cast again the next time they need a voiceover talent. That's transactional. They don't really know you, they don't develop a relationship with you. But through direct marketing, it allows us a better opportunity to create a connection with a client so that when they know you and they know how you work and they know how dependable you are and they know that they can count on you and they know that you make them look good every time that you give them a project, they're more likely to come back to you again and again and again. That's how I've built a multiple six-figure business and have maintained it over all of these years, is because I develop relationships with my client. And I don't mean that in a weird way where I'm like, I'm not sending them birthday cards. Not that that's weird, but I mean, I'm not going out of my way to do that. I'm just, through the work that I do and my communication, we get to know each other. We come to trust each other. They know they can count on me. And that's why they keep coming back again and again. So diversity, communication, and relationships. That is what direct marketing allows you to do that no other form of marketing. And again, I'm not saying you shouldn't do the other forms of marketing, but I'm saying that's what makes them less powerful than direct marketing. It is your secret weapon. It is the sharpest tool, the sharpest knife that you have in your weapons arsenal. It will cut through and get the job done better than anything else. And also, when it comes to, you being able to control this whole thing, you can decide how you want to grow your business. So for instance, let's just draw up a hypothetical scenario, and then I'll close with this, but I think hopefully it kind of puts this all in focus. Once you determine, and after a while, once you have enough data, enough of a sample, you can accurately predict how many emails it will take to get a warm response, meaning somebody responds back to you positively saying, "Hey, I really like your demo. We don't need anybody right now, but we'll keep you in mind." That's a warm response. They replied back to you. And of course, these are the people you want to stay in contact with. But let's say that you determine that it takes on average 200 emails to get one warm response. Okay? That wouldn't be highly unusual. And for those of you saying, "Wow, that's a lot of emails." Well, yeah, this is, you need to understand the math of direct marketing. And let's say it takes about 5 warm emails to book one job. Now, understand, some people may book you sooner, and some, several years down the line, people come back to you and say, "Hey, I remember when you emailed me. I need somebody now." And so, your numbers end up being better over time because sometimes people wait for years before they even need you. But let's just say 5 warm emails, and from that 5, you can expect over the next year or two, you're going to get one new client from that. Okay? So the math is 200 emails, 5 warm responses, and ultimately what we want is that we want that new client. Well, let's say the goal is let's just start modestly, one new client a month, so that we have 12 new clients by the end of a year, of which some of those will end up becoming repeat clients mathematically. Okay. So what would it take for that to happen? Well, if you sent, let's think, 200 emails a week is going to get you what? Well, better yet, 200 emails a week. What's that? Five, Monday through Friday, you send 50 emails. It doesn't take very long to copy and paste and send an email. We're talking less than 2 minutes, less than a minute and a half, sometimes less than a minute to send an email. So let's say you send 50 a day, Monday through Friday. That's 250 a week, right? So you're going to get at least, according to the math that we just set out, 1 a week. So that's over 50 a month, 50 a year. So you'd only have to do like 50 a week, 50 emails a week to get one new client a month. But you see where I'm going with this? You can mathematically, the law of large numbers will allow you to pretty predictably determine what it's going to. This is how casinos operate. Right? They know what the numbers are. They know how much you're going to win as a customer, how much you're going to take from them, and what they need to do to make sure that the house always has the advantage because they know the math. Well, in direct marketing, you can know the math. You're the house that has the advantage because you know exactly what you have to do to get the outcome that you want. You have control. That's what direct marketing gives you. in a way that no other form of marketing will give you. So if that is something that you're into, congratulations. If it's not, you need to give it some serious consideration because it can take your voiceover career to the next level. To help you do that, we have a course. Talked about it yesterday. Let me briefly mention it now. It's coming up this Wednesday with the man who, in my opinion, is the best by a country mile direct marketer in all of voiceover. His name is Todd Barsness, and he built his business, which is he makes over $300,000 a year recording voiceovers, and he did it almost exclusively through direct marketing. Not completely, but the vast majority of it through direct marketing. And he has this down to a science. He has it down to an art. He runs a company called VO Marketing Pro, vomarketingpro.com, of which I am a client. I actually hire them to do my direct marketing for me. That's how much trust I put in them. This is how good these guys are. So Todd's going to be teaching that class this Tuesday night. It is limited to 100 people, and it is filling up fast. So if you want to be on this live event, and being in the live event gives you a chance to interact and ask questions and all of that kind of thing. The link is below in the description. You can check it all out. Let's go to the live chat and see what's going on this morning. We got Rob's in first and second place today. Rob Sagamonian, number one in the live chat today from San Francisco. What's up, Rob? Rob Ryder came in at number 2 today in rainy Loveland, Ohio. Hey, Rob. Ron, how are you? In Charleston, South Carolina. It's Wacky Wednesday, Ron says. Rebecca, what's up in Michigan? Nephi, Knoxville, Rusty, the UP of Michigan. Phil's in Tokyo. Excuse me. GS is in Longview. Ethan, good morning to you in Toronto. Aaron in Como. Celeste in Newark, Delaware. Rob is in Reidsville, North Carolina. Celeste, by the way, you brought up a really good question or topic in the VoiceOver Blueprint private Facebook group yesterday. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as my topic for tomorrow. And let me just, as a teaser for everybody else, you know what we're talking about. The topic is being ready to record a demo. You hear people always talking about, well, they're not demo ready. I think it's a bit of a myth, and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, okay? So just give you a heads up what's coming. Good stuff. Bob, Reidsville, North Carolina. Caleb checking in from West Michigan. Melissa, good morning to you in San Diego. Monica in Poland. Got Alex, happy hump day in Utah. Jason in Kearney, Nebraska. Jason, Newport, Oregon. Matt in Noblesville, Indiana. Heather, good morning in Chattanooga. Terry, Falston, Maryland. Dong Chow, good morning in Plano, Texas. Dong Chow says she's signed up for Todd's direct email marketing class system for voiceover. Look forward to it. Yeah, Dong Chow, glad you're going to be there. It's going to be good, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Jacob in Krakow, Poland. Hey, Jacob, good to have you here. Sandra, Dallas, Fort Worth, Bradford. In Simpsonville, South Carolina. John in Rhinebeck, New York. Marla, Texas. We've got Gene in Dallas, Fort Worth. MG in North Carolina. Kathleen in Evanston, Wyoming. Mike, Spanish Fort, Alabama. Tim, Altoona. Denise in Long Island. Hey, Ralph. John, what's up? Home of the best barbecue in the world. Memphis? Would that be right? Or by the way, I had some Carolina barbecue the other day. Really the first time I've had it. It was delicious. Jason, the reason it's lit this morning is that you're a great teacher. Oh, thank you, Jason. That's so nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Wayne in Port Orchard, where it's sunshine. Yes, Scotty. Good morning, or the morning VO Calisthenics with Bill. Exactly, in Brookings, South Dakota. John in Denver. Megan, good morning from windy Manitoba, Canada. Let's see here. John in Memphis. Sandra in Worthington. James, good morning to you in Austin, Texas. Merrill, good morning to you in New Jersey. Anthony, sent emails while watching TV last night. Fantastic. DEM Works. Thanks, Professor Bill. Thank you, Dave in New York City. Ralph in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Joni in San Francisco. Roy in Auburn, Indiana. Amanda just got an audition request out of the blue from someone I contacted in January. and he never even responded in January. So you never know. And Mandy, that's common. That's how it works. I've heard literally years and years later after emailing somebody. They never responded back. It's because, people are busy. They don't feel obligated to respond back to a marketing email. Neither do I. Probably neither do you. So just because it went out, you didn't hear anything doesn't mean it's working. It's always there in the inbox, just waiting for the right time. Wally, it's a great day to start. Thank you, he says. Annapolis, Maryland. Yes, Corey in Whitehall, Wisconsin. Doug, good morning. To you in Greensboro, North Carolina. Scotty sending marketing emails while listening to Bill's talk about marketing. Fantastic, Scotty. All right, guys. Thanks. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget that class is happening this Tuesday night, and you're never going to have a better class on marketing than you're going to have with Todd Barsness in direct marketing. I mean, this is the stuff. So make sure that you get seats while those virtual seats are available. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.